Hello, my name is Omid Fotuhi and I'm a social psychologist working with the Learning Research and Development Center here at the University of Pittsburgh. Psychological safety is more than just the buzzwords. It's a crucial element in fostering an environment where people can thrive academically and personally. In this video, we'll unpack the science behind psychological safety, explore its direct impact on learning and well-being, and provide practical strategies that you can implement in your classrooms and institutions. Psychological safety refers to both a set of conditions that are internal and external that contribute to the feeling that one is safe. This means that a person believes that they are able to express ideas, ask questions, and admit mistakes without fear of negative consequences. This concept has been extensively researched for decades, with some research advances stemming from Dr. Amy Edmondson at Harvard Business School that reveal the crucial factors for creating environments where students feel secure enough to engage fully in their learning. In a classroom, psychological safety means students feel comfortable participating, even when they're not entirely sure of the correct answer. Edmondson's research, particularly her work on team dynamics in organizations, demonstrates that psychological safety is a key factor in successful group performance. Her findings have been supported in numerous contexts, including at Google's Project Aristotle, which identified psychological safety as the most significant determinant of team success. When we look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we begin to understand why psychological safety is so crucial for optimal performance. Nestled right after our most primal need for physiological needs is our need for safety. Along with our physiological needs, our need for safety is essential for normal functioning. When a person is seriously injured or starving, we don't expect them to be able to focus and deliver at their top performance. The same is true if a person is worried about their physiological or psychological safety in a particular environment. The reason we can't function at our full potential when our need for psychological safety is threatened is due to three cognitive functional reasons. First one, increased stress. Any experience of threat activates a physiological arousal which, if sustained for long periods, can lead to emotional fatigue. This, in turn, prevents us to be in a calm state necessary to be able to process and learn. Second, cognitive burden. In addition to the emotional toll, there is a cognitive tax that is placed on individuals when navigating potentially threatening situations. Because their mind is trying to understand the cause of that stress, they aren't able to focus on the task at hand, such as learning or performing. Third, increased vigilance. Psychological threat also increases vigilance, which robs us of our ability to focus on the learning in the classroom. These forces undermine performance, compromise well-being, deprive our mental and emotional resources, and corrode our sense of trust of the environment. The reverse can also be true. In a study conducted by researchers at the University of Michigan, classrooms where students reported higher levels of psychological safety saw significantly better academic outcomes. These students were more engaged, participated more in class discussions, and were less likely to drop out. Another study by the University of California, Berkeley found that students in psychologically safe environments had lower stress levels, better mental health outcomes, and were more resilient in the face of academic challenges. The evidence is clear. When students feel psychologically safe, they are more likely to take on challenges, persist through difficulties, and ultimately achieve higher academic success. But the benefits don't stop there. Psychological safety also fosters a sense of belonging, which is crucial for students' well-being. When students feel that their voices matter, they are less likely to experience anxiety, depression, or other mental health challenges. According to Edmondson's research, one of the most effective ways to build psychological safety is by modeling vulnerability. As educators, you can set the tone by admitting when you don't know something or when you've made a mistake. This openness encourages students to do the same, creating a culture where it's okay to be imperfect. For example, in a study published in the Journal of Educational Psychology, teachers who shared their own learning experiences, including their struggles, saw a significant increase in student participation and engagement. Second strategy, encourage open dialogue. Creating an environment where all voices are heard is essential. Techniques like round-robin participation or using anonymous question submissions can help ensure that everyone has a chance to contribute. In a study by the University of Oxford, they found that classrooms that actively encouraged open dialogue saw a 25% increase in student engagement and a corresponding improvement in academic performance. Third strategy is to provide constructive feedback. Feedback is critical, but it must be delivered in a way that encourages growth. Focus on the effort and the learning, not just the outcome. This approach helps students see mistakes as an opportunity for learning rather than failures. Research by my colleagues, Drs. Jeffrey Cohen, David Yeager, Valerie Prudy-Vons, and others, shows that students who received constructive feedback emphasizing growth showed greater academic improvement and were more likely to take risks in their learning. A student from a recent study shared this: "When I felt safe to ask questions, I started to learn more. I wasn't as afraid of making mistakes, and I realized that that's where the real learning happens." As you go through your classes, think about how you can contribute to a psychologically safe environment. Are you encouraging your peers? Are you speaking up when you need help? Your action can make a big difference in your own success and the success of those around you.
To learn more about psychological safety, see the information below.